to Just Minding My Business Radio, where we are moving at the speed of God, learning what we didn't know we didn't know. I'm your host, Ida Crawford.
And I'm your co-host, Ruth Haskins.
So grab a pen and paper and get ready for information that you can use.
Hello, and welcome to Just Minding My Business Media with your host,
Ida Crawford.
And myself, Ruth Haskins, as co-host. We hope you have found joy in your day and are able to find many reasons for gratitude. Today, we have coming to the mic Lisa Hawks, who is a travel business owner residing in Baltimore, Maryland. Traveling and helping people are her passions. She loves to coach, train, and develop individuals to become online travel professionals and gain financial independence in the world's largest industry. In our rapidly changing world where the workspace is moving online, tonight's conversation could not be more timely and may open new vistas for some of you in our worldwide listening audience. So welcome, Lisa Hawks, to Just Minding My Business Media.
Well, thank you, ladies, for the invitation. It's my pleasure to be here.
Welcome, welcome. So I'd like to know what got you on this road?
Well, I've been in the real estate industry for several years, and with its ups and downs, I've taken a hit, with the market crashing. So I was absolutely looking for another way to earn some income. And everything I do, I love, number one, helping people. And then secondly, it's got to be fun. So the combination of those two things kind of hit very close to home with travel and helping people to actually start their own business as well. Not only that, the income that, sometimes was fluctuating with the real estate caused me to really be able to say, hey, I needed to do something else. And so now I'm earning more of a steady income because of the travel business.
Awesome. So if somebody wants to become a part of the travel business, what qualities do they need to possess? Let's put it that way.
Well, we have a wide range of individuals who are in our organization. It stems from, 18 to, 80. It doesn't matter because, from 8 to 88, who doesn't like to see the world, right? And so it does. Yeah, it's just wide open. But it's from the person who may be looking for extra income from working from home, and or the person who is passionate about travel and they just want to see the world. So it's a wide range of individuals who we reach out to.
Just along that same line of traveling, with so many avenues of travel, what is the largest percentage? How do most people enjoy traveling before we get into any other questions?
Okay. Well, it depends. I've talked to people all the time. As a matter of fact, I was one that didn't like getting on planes. Now you can't keep me off of them. So it doesn't matter the mode, because you can benefit whether it's the train, whether it's, a coach bus, or whether you want to rent a car and take a road trip. Yeah, it doesn't matter. All modes that are moving towards a destination that you want to get to, we can get you there.
Okay. So can we just do a little backtracking? Because I know for me, my first experience of travel was by train. And I used to love it as a child. I love traveling by train. And now one of the things that intrigues me are these long passages through Canada, from the East Coast to the West Coast. Can you talk a little bit about that and what's available? Because I think for a lot of people, everybody thinks airplanes.
True.
So can you talk a little bit about doing those long, what looked like absolutely luxurious trips via railroad?
And I love how you said that because you made it feel like you were on one right now. So, I too enjoy train rides. As a matter of fact, we went as a family to Disney World, and we took the train, and it's a wonderful trip. And so we work with Amtrak, so you can benefit that way. And we have those trips available that you can put together, whether it's, long term, where you're going for several days, or a short trip. We can absolutely put those together for you. So crisscrossing the country, if you will, by train, and even going into Canada, as you said, it doesn't matter. We have access to all of that to be able to get you there. And I do love those train rides where literally you can go from car to car and, see the world in a different perspective, right?
Hey, that was my question. I just had to ask about it. People don't have that. A lot of young people have never had that experience of being on a train. And so they miss the mystique of the railroad,
yes,
grand railroads, of getting on a train, that whole excitement of getting on a train, being in a train station and listening to those wheels starting to churn and chug. Yeah,
absolutely. And
really
then ticker tape where the it's updating, the screen is updating where the trains are coming in. But you're right. But see, most people want to get there, quickly, and so that's why the mode of transportation is typically, let me hop. A lot of the young professionals or millennials, if you will, they literally plane hop. They're going from here to there, and that's their mode. So, it's very popular for them to not be on a train, but to jump on a plane and get there.
Now you mentioned by car. Now I had the opportunity of driving from Vegas to California, and it was absolutely beautiful and very wonderful. So how does your company work with people that want to drive?
Okay, yeah. So, and again, I've experienced that as well. I often rent cars instead of using my own vehicle to put the miles on. I actually rent cars, and the last time when I was in Atlanta, they pointed to the car. I couldn't believe it was a 2020. I was like, wow, and so, and I don't drive a 2020 right now. We'll make that disclaimer. So it's wonderful, but here's what it does. It gives you the ability to, even rent a car from where you are. If you want to drop it off and, take another mode to get another place to get to your next destination, you can even do that, because I've put together trips like that before as well. But the benefit comes in where you literally can earn a commission from, renting a car. You can put together a package where, whether you're renting to stay and drive to California for Disneyland, and hop parks, you can get a commission on the tickets, the hotel, whatever it is. So that's the kind of packages we can put together, and I show people how to do it. And it's just any form of a package that you can think of, shore excursions, anything that you can attach to your trip, we can actually help you to package it together and, position yourself on the other side. As a business owner, you can get paid for it.
Okay, so let's talk about the business side. So we talked about pretty much you got it all covered: plane, train, and car. So how does one become a business owner?
So it's very simple. What I love is that you have an opportunity to become licensed, bonded, and insured as a travel professional. So, and the beauty of it as well is that you don't have to have a PhD, no D at all. It doesn't matter. You can come in the door, at 18, whatever age it is, right? Some experience on the computer, none, it doesn't matter. We're going to show you how you can benefit by becoming a travel professional, booking trips for yourself, earning a commission, having a website that literally people can go to. So you switch it over from them.com to you.com. So now someone's going to your site. You can earn a commission that way, as well as you can put together a group trip whether you go on a trip or not. And there's another way where we put together packages where you can earn as well. So you get started, and simply we go into training, showing you how. But here's the thing: most people already know how to book travel. So we're not here we're just here to educate you a little bit more. What we really want to educate you on is how to get paid for booking the travel, and also to be able to build some wealth as well, some financial independence.
All right. That sounds awesome. So how do people get in contact with you to learn more about what you do?
Well, you can actually contact me by phone. That's probably the best way to reach me. I had my phone number, I've had it for years. So that number is 410-340-4669. That's the best way to contact me. You can also contact me by email, and that's travel lifestyle with Lisa. So you can, and that's at gmail.com. So either way, I have a website that you can go to as well. It's www.planet with 2 N's marketing.com/glorious opportunities. So that's my website.
Awesome. So what else can you tell us? I know we talked a little bit about the business part of it. Now, just say somebody doesn't want to really be a business owner and they just want to use your services. Other than booking the trip, are there any other benefits?
Yes. Well, what we have is the ability to be able to help that entrepreneur to get on the other side of being a business owner. So what I love is that you position yourself to take advantage of being just like a Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, any of the other businesses that are maybe brick and mortars, which in times like these where they've had to maybe go, everybody had to go online, and so with us being a full-blown online travel business, it positions you to be able to be just like anyone else, except for it's not the brick and mortar, it's just click and order. So that's the difference, where you can, literally work from anywhere. It's really anytime, no quotas, no inventory, no pressure, none of those things. You literally are an e-commerce business owner. And we actually help you to be able to typically design your ideal life, where the services provide you professional development as well. So we are helping to, like I said, coach, train, and develop people, not just in this business, but in life, if you will.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the personal development, because as you well know, any business starts with the mind, no matter what it is. So what does your personal development piece look like to help people to succeed in this business?
Okay, so we have coaches. I have a mentor, and everyone needs that. No matter what level you get to, there's always another level. And so we have business coaches that'll help you to develop your leadership skills. So we actually sometimes call it like it's an opportunity that's going to pay you to become better. So you learn the skills of being in business. So I often like to say it like this: there is, the travel industry, and that's where you're going to book travel, right? But then there's the business of travel, and it's totally different. And so why do I say that? Because, whether it's a recession, up, down, or something major may happen, the business of travel can continue in spite of what may be happening, a crisis or anything. So that's what we help you to understand and learn. That is, like I say, it's business as usual.
If you could expound on that, how do you continue a business? Let's say there's a crisis of some sort. how do you continue the business of travel? Because, that involves money and distance and all those things. And sometimes when people, when we have an economic downturn or something like that, we don't have those funds, especially when it's universal, so how do you continue travel when people are just like not in traveling mode, so to speak?
Understood. So whenever a crisis hits, it's sometimes tragic, or it affects maybe even a large population. But because this industry is the largest industry in the world, it's a bounce back industry. So if you can remember 9/11, when people didn't get on planes for a little while.
That's right.
But soon bounce back. Travel is an $8 trillion industry, and it's going to go to 15 trillion in the next decade. So no matter what, it's going to bounce back. So here's what happens. Once it's over, and it's the number one research word on the internet, by the way, no matter when, 9 to 5, it doesn't matter, crises, because when it's over, people want to get out. Doctors recommend travel. Travel is sexy, travel is fun, and it is social. So, whether people have, cabin fever or whatever, they're planning for the next time that they can get away. So even, the cruising is up, even 41% into 2020 right now. So that's why travel, it's like it's a trend and not a fad. So it's not going anywhere.
Ooh, that's very interesting, because you would think that, oh, gee, we can't go anyplace, no money, but people are already planning that far out. They're like, when we get out of whatever situation I happen to be in as an individual, I'm just so out of here. I'm on the first thing smoking. Okay. All right.
Absolutely. It's definitely happening. And, what I found too is that, oftentimes people may not find money for things that are necessities, but they'll find money to go on a trip.
Oh, yeah. They'll take other people's money to go on a trip.
Yep, that's right. I used to do that a lot years ago. It would be like, what am I going to do? Just jump on a plane.
There you go,
I call my sister from the airport. I'm on my way too.
Exactly.
And I think that's something that hopefully, as our audience is listening, they're thinking about their own joy that they've had in traveling.
Yes.
And maybe it's a passion that they have let go of, because of whatever reasons, age, money, jobs, children, raising children, whatever. But traveling is something you said just a few minutes ago. It's joyful, it's fun, it's exciting. And I'm telling you, to this day, when I'm ready to travel, you have all the hustle and bustle of getting ready, but there's also the excitement. And oh my goodness, when you hit that airport, and you're getting ready to take off, it's like, woohoo! You're just thrilled. And we need that. We need that joy. And it also gives us a chance to reach out and meet different people.
Absolutely.
Especially when you're doing international travel.
Absolutely.
Can you talk a little bit about the joy of travel?
Absolutely. Yeah, I love it. And I say it with a smile, right?
Yes, indeed.
So it's because travel, we sell recess. That's what it is. It's recess. And, time and money, or a combination of both, is the reason why people don't travel more. So, they're finding a way to be able to do that. But the joy of travel comes in because literally the world is our classroom. So whether it's a road trip car, if it's a train ride, it'll take you a little longer to get there, it's kind of like the sightseeing way. Or whether you, leave on a Friday after work and come back Sunday night, and you have been to an all-inclusive in Aruba or, Montego Bay. Yeah, we all need to get away, right?
Yeah. You're talking our talk.
Yes, exactly. It's just, it puts you in that place. And so it's wonderful. And then here's the other thing. If you notice, like in sometimes in down markets or in crises, you know, prices tend to drop. And so flights have been, you know, amazingly low. And that's another reason why people are like, I just can't wait, you know, to get there, you know, so they're planning for, you know, whenever, you know. And here's the other thing. It's I found this, that it's not even, you know, it's all year round, because travel has been around forever and it's going to be around forever, you know. And, you know, whether you're the snow bunnies, where you literally go somewhere. And recently I was in New Orleans in January, and I was there for several days, the longest trip I've taken probably in a while, you know, but glad I went and got away before, you know, a time such as now. But I was there and I realized that, you know, they were wearing shorts in January, and I'm from Maryland. So, you know, typically those two things don't go together. So as I get older, I'm thinking, like, you know, I might want to spend some of my winter months
Right.
in a warm place, you know. So yeah, so it really makes you, when you get out and you experience the cultures and the people and the food and the, you know, and you just come back revived to be able to continue to, you know, move on with life.
Yeah, and I have to agree with you. Every time I travel and I come back, it's like a renewal
Yes.
feeling, because, you know, I've got to experience something met different people. And it's just, when I come back, I'm full of zest
Exactly.
to do what I need to do. And it definitely helps you in terms of mentally, emotionally.
Yes.
So I find it to be a very a necessary part of my life.
Absolutely. And Ms. Ruth, I beg to differ. It's not when I get to the airport, it's when I lock the front door to my house. I know if I don't have it, I'm buying it when I get there.
Okay, that's true. That's very true. That's
Right.
so true. Yeah, when you lock that door and you're heading out, it's like,
That's it. I'm on
Yeah.
vacation.
and my thought always is just that. When I put the key in the door, like whatever's there is going to stay there. I'll pick it up when I get back.
When I get back.
You know, can't do anything about it.
Exactly.
That far away.
Yes, yes.
And I love the fact that you brought up such great places, you know,
Yes.
places that just mentally refresh you. And I think that that's part of why people like to travel.
Absolutely.
Because when just thinking, let's say, of going to Montego Bay,
Yes.
they just automatically, your mental attitude just changes. Even though you're just trying to get the money together, there's also this mental image of you know, sitting someplace, doing something that you really love doing, or just taking in all the beauty. And I think another thing you said is so important, because some people think that travel is like, it's belongs to a certain level or group of people. But the reality is, humans have always traveled, whether it was from one rock to the next rock, from one river to the next river, up one side of the mountain, down the other side. Humans have always traveled. It's in our blood. It's not in our blood to stay in one place all the time and not really go anywhere at all. And I think that's very interesting when you learn about groups of people who have literally stayed in the same area for centuries. And there are some Aboriginal groups who have.
Yes.
And so now that the world, you know, technology is reaching them.
Absolutely.
They're starting to travel too.
Absolutely.
And
we have a generation. Yes, we have a generation Z and the millennials. You know, they're not going to Kings Dominion or the local amusement park anymore. You know,
Right.
they have girlfriends in France, you know, because of social media. And, you know, who doesn't want to put on, you know, social media, my current situation, toes in the sand, you know? So it's also that where it creates lifestyle, you know, and you literally can create this lifestyle, and people want to know. And so when we travel like that, that also helps to generate, that interest. Okay, either I want to go where you are or I want to do what you're doing. So it provides that for people as well. And again, people are looking for an escape, from the regular, mundane of life.
Yes, absolutely. And I like the idea that you can pay yourself to travel.
Yeah.
That is a bonus, I would say.
I would say definitely. Absolutely.
Yes. So when you partner with the company, you actually get full access. And I look at it like this. Not only are you partnering with the company, but you literally are, exposing yourself to all the major suppliers. And we'll train you and show you how to get connections with them. So, you become that merchant versus a consumer. So we show you how to be able to put yourself literally on the other side of, that commission, if you will. And I kind of liken it to going through the tunnel, where you can choose which lane to go in. And I had this gentleman I asked him, who does he book his travel through? And he said, the first site that comes up. And I'm like, well, let mine start coming up. So, because this way, we can get paid for, even if it's not, your others as well, and so on the other side of that is going to be the vacation, going through that's the vacation. And so are you going to earn the toll, the commission, or is it going to go to someone else? And so you might as well. And that was the education part for me. Once I realized that I could, help people to educate them on how to, benefit from the travel industry that's going to be around, then that's what I love doing. I love helping people and showing them how to be able to become those entrepreneurs, because literally entrepreneurship is the newest way and the most popular way to be able to earn income right now.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. It's nothing like being an entrepreneur. Hard work, perseverance, commitment,
absolutely,
all of that. But that's what makes good leaders.
Absolutely. Yeah, to be able to, be your own boss, set your own hours, and, to get used to working from, on your own terms. And, that's what, I've been an entrepreneur for over 20 years. And so I love, showing people how to, get the freedom that they're looking for, whether it's the time freedom, personal freedom, and the financial freedom to be able to do it. And in times where, crises may come, not having to, punch a clock, is critical, because, I had a crisis, with my mom, and when she got sick. And so I didn't have to ask anyone for permission to be able to take care of her. I could work from where I was, so that's also something it's personal.
Okay. Let me ask you also, you're talking about training. Is there a time frame within that the training takes?
Okay. No, actually, that's a great question. No, it's not. And that's what I love too. In any profession, you should become educated, whether it's, in the real estate industry or teachers, everybody has those continuing education classes, and maybe they might put the pressure on you to get it done in a certain time, but not here. We literally, there's information that you can get through your portal that you'll actually gain access to, your website, your back office, where you can learn, on your own time. There's no time frames. Okay. And it's not a pass or fail, they're going to kick you out. No, we're going to help you to get that certificate to become a specialist in some cases. So literally you can become certified with, any of the major cruise lines. You can become certified with, Marriott. You can become certified with Disney. And it'll give you access to all of the major vendors that you would typically use anyway. I'm an avid person to fly Southwest. So, you can literally, partner with, and be educated in that way as well. So, the packages that we put together, whether it's concerts, the sporting events, all of those give you access to commissions. So again, it's anything travel.
Mm.
That
Oh, wow.
is very interesting.
Yes, it
Who knew?
Yes.
Right. And that's why I'm so excited and passionate, because I didn't know, several years ago. And so to be able to share with people that you can and get, I talk to people a lot, and some people haven't even gotten out of their own city,
Yes.
and like you said, we're typically, we like moving around, like seeing, certain places, going to experience different things. And so, when you can help a group of people, again, whether they're, seniors, or seniors as in, the baby boomers, or seniors in going from, high school to college on a trip that they're going to take, then, it gives them that experience. And here's the other thing. When you can give that child that experience of a lifetime, and, they may not remember the Christmas gift that you got them, but they sure will remember that vacation that they went on. And so why not? That's why not? Why not give that next generation that access to, some things that, may not have been given access to us.
And that
I
in
would say
turn is a
that.
blessing.
That's so true. And I can share this one point. You're so right. When you give a child the gift of travel, you change them forever.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I was fortunate. My mother did that for me.
Mm-hmm.
She took me to Europe.
Yes.
After my sophomore year in college, and it changed me forever.
Absolutely.
Because I got to see how other people live.
Yes.
And meet so many people of different languages, and just it makes people real.
Yes.
They're not just a name and a location. All of a sudden they're real to you, so you have a feeling for them, and I think that's what's important.
Absolutely.
That gap, it's not some cookie cutter situation.
Absolutely.
They're real to you.
They are.
Real to you. You can talk about your fellow man, you can talk about humankind, because you have more of an attitude of embracing. So yeah, I think that's just so. So folks, I hope you are hearing this. If you can give a child the gift of travel,
that's wonderful.
Do that early in life.
Yes.
And you have someone right here, Lisa Hawks, who can tell you how to go about doing that.
Absolutely. And again, give us your information so that people can get in contact with you.
Okay, so my cell phone number is the best way to reach me. That number is 410-340-4669. My email address is travellifestylewithlisa@gmail.com. And then my website is www.planetmarketing.com/glorious opportunities.
Awesomeness. Well, thank you so much, Lisa, for stopping by and sharing the joy of travel. You got me all ready to go.
We ready?
I'm like ready to go.
Yes, how about that?
I'm with you 100%. Yes, fingers crossed.
I appreciate this opportunity. And I just want to say one other thing about kids traveling. My son, we started him at 4. He's probably been on planes more than many adults.
Absolutely.
And you're absolutely right.
Yes.
It just brings real people in different places to you. But once again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Definitely want you back to share again.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. It's my pleasure. Again, for everyone that we can reach and expose, to just anything different, I'm all in.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ladies. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Word on the street says there's something new at Just Minding My Business Media. You've heard our podcast, Just Minding My Business Radio, that brings news and views you can use. That airs every Thursday at 6 p.m. on iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, and Spreaker. Well, now you can watch Just Minding My Business. That's right, Just Minding My Business Media now has a TV presence on Raven International TV Network, broadcast on Roku, Fire, and Apple TV. Your business, through Just Minding My Business Media, has exposure on internet radio, major social media platforms, and now TV, through Just Minding My Business dynamic digital marketing platform. Don't listen to the word on the street. Hear it for yourself. Visit jmb.assistercircle.org to learn how you can take your business, your vision, to the next level. Thank you to the amazing women of A Sister Circle Empowerment Network, ASCEN LLC, and our media partners. Let Just Minding My Business Media promote your business. For information, visit us at jmb.assistercircle.org. That's jmb.assistercircle.org. Voiceovers by RCH VoiceWorks, for when you want to be heard. Call 443-620-4115.
Thank you for tuning in to Just Minding My Business Radio. I'm your host, Ida Crawford.
And I'm your co-host, Ruth Haskins.
We hope you enjoyed the show and appreciate you stopping by. Many blessings to you and yours.